as he comes for his opening remark. You can do better. Thank you.
The president of the Nigerian Association for Energy Economics, Professor Yinka Omarigwe, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say good morning. I bring greetings from the Energy Commission of Nigeria, from Professor Jidere Bala, and I wish to convey his apology for not being able to come personally because of other official engagements. So I hope the apology is taken. Next, I will read his address, which he has written by himself and asked me to deliver. So next now is, the voice you will hear is my voice, but the letters, the words, are his own words. So I read. I am most honored and delighted to be asked to preside at this opening session of the 15th Annual International Conference of the Nigerian Association for Energy Economics and the International Association for Energy Economics. As we know, the theme of this year's conference is Energy Transition and Climate Change Policy, Pathways for Sustainable Development in Africa. The United Nations Energy Group defines energy transition as a shift from the current fossil-based energy system towards an energy system that will enable the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goal number 7 of the United Nations Vision 2030, which says, ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all, and as well as to achieve net zero emissions by year 2050. It is my hope that the various speakers at the event will shed more light on the theme, that is defining all the terminologies. But it suffices at this point to say that the theme is aimed at exploring policies and pathways for energy transition that will drive Africa towards sustainable development in all its ramifications. As we all know, when we talk about sustainable development, we are talking of development, economics-wise, social, environment, and climate. So this conference should provide a golden opportunity for all of us to get involved in determining the continental energy policies that will help the African nations to achieve sustainable development. As we all know also, energy is to the economy is like the blood in our body. It is necessary for the economy to develop and to function properly. So without it, we cannot develop the economy. Now, nevertheless, as has been pointed out by the president in the keynote address, large proportions of the African population, in particular in Nigeria, still lack access to modern energy, to clean cooking energy, and lack access to electricity. So the International Energy Agency says that over 600 million people in Africa, out of 1.4 billion, that's about more than 40%, lack access to electricity, and over 900 million people lack access to clean cooking energy. That's about 60% also. So as we know also, currently fossil fuels still dominate the global energy system. it will continue to do so for some time. However, we also know that the global energy system has been identified to be largely responsible for the anthropogenic greenhouse gases that are causing global warming and climate change, and the resultant impact on social and economic development of Africa. Thus, the global and continental African energy system will experience restructuring, as you know, and then this restructuring will cause a lot of challenges as well as opportunities. So here, what readily comes to mind is the oil and gas producing countries like Nigeria. So we have expended a lot, invested a lot in the oil and gas sector, manpower, finance, technology. So what becomes of the oil and gas if we suddenly do away with the oil and gas that we have in abundance? So this is an issue we all have to look at critically. Now, the energy transition will not be a uniform, one-size-fits-all process for all African countries, as we are all concerned with different challenges, different issues. However, we can, the need for effective collaboration between countries and stakeholders in the private and public sectors needs to be emphasized. Cooperation among African countries can help address some of the constraints that each country could face individually in the area of finance, technology, and human capital. The valuable insights and perspectives of stakeholders at this conference should help us make better decisions in policy recommendations for energy transition in Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I join you all to pay rapt attention to the presentations and discussions that will be made during this conference and make your own contribution so as to help us gain more insight into how African countries can formulate their own energy transition policies towards achieving sustainable development on the continent. So at this point, I wish you all fruitful deliberations. God bless the Nigerian Association for Energy Economics and the International Association for Energy Economics. God bless Africa. The end of the presentation.